there friends, Nibs again. Out in the garage tonight doing a little bit of goofing around, and I wanted to do my installment number 5 of the Hobbies Hobo 5 knives in 5 days challenge. I had a real tough time deciding exactly what I wanted to do the last one on. There had a couple of choices. One that I didn't end up choosing, which is still actually a pretty darn cool knife, is this Camillus number 4. This is one of my everyday carry knives. I switch it out with my Buck 110. Pretty much very similar in design. The handle's a little bit different on them. I'm not sure which one I prefer more, but I sharpen them both up, and then I'll carry one until it start getting dull, and then I'll switch over to the other one, and then I'll get around to sharpen them both back up again. But I have actually 3 more that I'm going to show you. The other day I showed you actually 5 of the pen knives, and those were all from pretty much the same series, same style. These ones are all different, but I really like these pen knives, so I couldn't choose which one I wanted to do. Let's go over to the tabletop camera. And so what we have here is a couple more pen knives. Here, I still got my other ones out here too. Just bring those into the viewfinder, but these are the anniversary edition ones, and then the Buck versions. But what we have here is, so this first one, they did these 22 long rifle commemorative editions, and it's got a little brass inlay of a 22 long rifle cartridge on there. And I've seen several different versions of this. I've seen one like this one with both the blades coming off of one end, and very similar shape with a 22 long rifle cartridge on there. And then I've seen other ones like this as well. So this one, the model number on this one is 22LR1, and it has actually a date stamp on here of 1992. And then on the other side of the blade, it has, looks like it's maybe acid etched, and it says Rimfire Classic. So that's a pretty cool, not quite as old as some, but a pretty cool pen knife. Now this last one, or this next one, is a model 712, and I found this one in a fairly recent Camillus catalog from the early 90s or late 80s, and this one was actually a model they called the Congress, and I'm not sure what the deal was with that. But so this one has 4 blades. So it has a clip point blade, I think they called that, with serrations, and it has another clip point blade that's straight edged, and this one is very sharp, so I got to be very careful. And then it has a pen knife blade out this side, and they look pretty much identical. I'm not sure if they're different sizes or what, but another pen knife blade out of this end. And especially these 2 smaller ones, these are just razor sharp and take an edge like you wouldn't believe. These are great for working on trimming cable, trimming the insulation off of cables. But there's 712 written on this blade on that side, and it says Camillus, New York, USA, and then 712 on the back of the serrated blade, and also Camillus, New York, USA on there. And it has a little oval circle with the word Camillus, the name Camillus in there. So that's a pretty cool one. I believe this one's fairly newer production as well, probably 80s or 90s. And then the last one is, I couldn't really put a good date on it, but it's an older one. They made this model for a long time, but this one's got kind of a lemon colored, almost a lemon meringue colored scales on it, plastic scales. And the newer versions of these were almost a yellow like this, not quite as pale as this, but they were definitely less lemon colored than these ones are. But this one has a smaller pen blade like that, and then a larger pen blade that comes out the same end. And this one is what they call a Model 22. So I'm just throwing out a guess. I couldn't find any information, but I'm thinking that this knife was probably from the 50s or 60s era, best I can tell. Could be even older than that, but there you go. There is my last submission for 5 knives in 5 days. I did my electrician's knife. I did my pen knife collection that are all same series. I did Leatherman's. I did my VZ24 bayonet. That's pretty cool. I really was pretty astounded when I figured out that that was actually something that was made for a rifle that I actually had, and I never knew it for, well, I've had that rifle for probably 4 or 5 years now. I've had the bayonet for probably 8 or 10 years. But there you go. Let's go back to the face camera and we'll finish this up. Well, I'm not a huge knife collector, so some of the guys really showed some really beautiful stuff. I've got mostly just utilitarian stuff, but I like to participate and contribute. And hopefully Mike over at Hobbies Hobo picked up a few viewers by everybody mentioning his channel, and we just have fun with this. So anyway, there you go, my day 5 contribution, another little set of pen knives. I like these little pen knives. I actually have some other makers, Case and a few others, but I kind of wanted to focus on the Camillus because they're we're a local company. So anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do post up new videos. Make sure you go check out Mike over at Hobbies Hobo. And we'll see you later. Have a great day.